Good afternoon. In the East Coast of America, good morning in the West Coast of America, good evening in Europe, and hello to everyone around the world. Welcome back to episode 3. I'm really enjoying this, really enjoying sharing the space with you and connecting with you. Would love to see a little bit more interaction and community today with you all. I have some good things in store. One is I want to start off playing a song that I haven't played in a while, but that I want to play this afternoon. We'll do a reading from the book, talk a little bit about why trying to be happy is a complete waste of energy, and make some space if anyone has any questions or comments, and then wish you all a beautiful weekend. I haven't played this song in a while. So maybe have to stop and start a couple times. Or not. Last night I thought I saw you, saw it in a dream. You were tangled in the rushes, baby. I was caught up in the stream. I tried to reach you, more you slipped away. I wanna wake up in the darkness and hear you calling out my name. You and I, we dance around it. Why is the truth, baby, so hard to see? We long for true love where we found it. We just won't believe the way. Shadow in the garden, and it's coiled around our hearts. Won't you show me how to believe you, baby? Won't you show me where to start? I tried to reach you, more you slipped away. I wanna wake up in the garden and hear you calling out my name. You and I, we dance around like it's the truth, baby, it's so hard to say. We long for true love, well, we found it. Won't believe away, yeah, yeah. Just won't believe away, yeah, yeah. Won't believe away. Just won't believe away. Just won't believe away. Hi there. That was by Bonnie Raitt, by the way. And now we're reading from my favorite author, which will be a lead into our subject today. The meaning of life is to live, to be fully engaged, fully alive, to fully participate. Get up off the sidelines. Get on the field and get dirty. If you're angry, be so angry you could kill. If you're horny, be so horny you want to hump everything that moves. If you're sad, be so sad you could fill a river with your tears. If you're afraid, be completely and utterly terrified. If you're lost, be utterly, mystically bewildered. If you're joyful, be so joyful you could jump over the moon and swim through the stars. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Oops, I lost the page. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. Don't carry anything. Travel through the day naked, open, and exposed. And damn the consequences. Drop flowers wherever you go. Die completely to this moment. And be completely born again in the next. Life is not a series of events. It's not an uphill battle. It's an explosion happening right here and now. An intergalactic cosmic orgasm. Not when you retire. Not after the kids are grown. Not when the pension kicks in. Not next year. Not next month. Not next week. Not tomorrow. Not in a few hours. Not in a few moments. Right now. Meaning, purpose, inspiration. Here, in this moment, is where it's at. So, let's just breathe that in for a moment. Because that was a lot. So the point is, Why I say trying to be happy is a waste of energy, because what we want to be is in the energy, and in the energy that's available and alive right now, regardless of how it's appearing, regardless of the temporary conditions of how it presents itself, regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what it feels like, regardless of what it sounds like, regardless of the way it appears and disappears. An unconditional relationship with this moment, an unconditional relationship with the now. So to try to be happy, to try to make effort to be happy, is to be in a state of resistance to what's here now. But what's here is now is what's alive, is what's vital, is what's happening. This is where it's at. You don't need to wait for it to conform to the way you think it's supposed to be, or the way you want it to be, or the way you think it should go, or the way you want it to go. This moment is where it's at. To try to make something become a certain way so you can be happy is puts you in a state of defiance, puts you in a state of resistance, puts you in a state of separation. This is the key point. It puts you in a state of separation with what is here and what is happening now. And we don't want to be in a state of separation with what's happening here and now, because first of all, being in a state of separation with what's happening here and now, it cuts off our energetic connection, it cuts off our vitality, it cuts off our inspiration, it cuts off our life force. So to fully be with, unconditionally with, whatever is happening here and now, regardless of how it appears, if it feels sad, happy, pleasurable, painful, to be fully with what's here, wholly, unconditionally, allows for a space, a state of inner peace, freedom, unconditional love, and empowerment that transcends anything that comes or goes. So now, from this space, from this state, there's no longer anything to worry about. There's no longer any issue. There are issues, but they don't affect this essence, this spiritual awakening to the essence of who we are and what we truly are. So there's no need to try to be happy. There's no need to even think about being happy. There's no need to put energy or emphasis in being happy. There's a whole other realm of this topic that we don't have necessarily all the time for today, but it has to do with the egoic consciousness. And the egoic, the sense of the separate self, the story of the separate self, the illusionary separate self, wants to be happy, but that story of the illusionary separate self is an illusion and not real, and wanting to make that illusionary story of separate self happy actually is reinforcing your unhappiness, because what brings this sense of profound freedom and this unbelievable boundless depth of inner peace and self-love and self-confidence and empowerment is to be living in the truth. To be living in the truth. When we're living in the truth, moment by moment, all of that comes into being. Living in the truth of the essence of who we are and expressing it in this world. How's everybody doing out there? I'm going to take a sip of water. Wish you all a most beautiful weekend. You're welcome. Does it make sense? It's not the way we're conditioned to think about happiness, especially in America, where there's this. It's written into the bylaws of the nation. The pursuit of happiness. The pursuit of happiness. We're here to pursue happiness. So what does that mean when you have millions and millions of people pursuing happiness? If you're pursuing something, it must mean you don't have it. Otherwise, you don't need to pursue it. So the pursuit of happiness means that you have millions of people who are unhappy, who are chasing happiness and trying to compete with each other to achieve it. There can be a deeper level of realization, which is resting in the fulfillment of... Sorry, I'm reading a comment here. Yes, it makes lots of sense. Right. So there can be this sense of fulfillment in the essence of who you are, resting in this essence of who you are, not a sense of lack of something outside of yourself, that you're dependent upon anything, but resting in the fulfillment here and now, regardless of the temporary conditions. And then you can create all kinds of beautiful things. You can have purpose. You can have divine purpose that's a clear channel for spirit to move through you and express itself in this world. Thank you all so much for sharing this space with me today. There was a couple technical issues starting off, but I'm glad that we were able to connect here again today. You'll be back Monday with a new topic and maybe some music and some reading from the book. And I'm really enjoying and appreciating sharing this space together. This essence, if you're feeling a sense of big glow, a sense of presence, a sense of connection, a sense of communion in this space right now, go and share it with someone else after we end our show today. Go and share it with someone else. Give somebody a hug or give them a smile. Tell them you appreciate them. Or, an even more exciting experiment is don't intend to do anything. Just embody this presence. Feel it inside yourself. And see how people respond to you. Knowing that when you shift your consciousness, when you open your consciousness, when you open to a deeper state of presence, you instantly change the world, because you are the world and the world is you. See you Monday.